What's going on, y'all? So today we're once again playing some Sparking Zero. Um, I just kind of wanted to talk about that last tournament and what happened here lately with Bleach coming out. Um, Now, Bleach itself, I played a few hours of it. I don't like the game. I don't like the way the game plays. It's just too slow for me. It's way too slow. I can't really enjoy the game how I would be able to with this game. So that I'm just not gonna play it. So Bleach is not a game that I'm going to play, honestly. But to each his own. Everybody that likes Bleach, you can continue to play it, of course. But I will not be playing Bleach. Um, Now I do want to talk about how y'all said Bleach was killing Sparking, and there's like nobody online. Like you're trying to play the game, you can't find the game. It's like 10 minutes per match. There's also like a lot of problems with the game, and like I'm not gonna point out all the problems, but it essentially has the same issue as Sparking does, where there's like some characters that can just zone, and some characters are just way better than others, which we know is gonna be in every anime game. Now, one thing I did want to talk about though, with Bleach, they need to do something about Byakuya online. They also need to, for some, well, they have quick match, but they don't have ranked. And you also can't like make a lobby with several people. You can only fight one person at a time, and there's no like match, room per se. Um, that's really the only things I saw with it. I mean, if you play Bleach for the story though, it's hands down. It's just way better than Sparking Story. Sparking Story is more like a screenshot, and then it shows you like a little voiced scene where they're standing there, and then you'll fight. But this game actually has like an actual story. It starts from like when Ichigo first got his powers and stuff with Rukia. So that's cool. I mean, the story mode is great. I agree that the story mode is good. Now, it's not missing characters. I think Bleach intentionally, well, not Bleach, but the Bandai, they intentionally released the game with characters up to a certain point. I think it was like right after the Espada arc with Aizen, and then they stopped there because the Thousand Year Blood War and everything after that is going to be DLC that they're going to drop. So look forward to that. That should be fun. The characters should be cool and everything. The reason why I'm not showing Bleach, I don't own the game. Like I played it through one of my friends. I'm not buying Bleach. Bleach is not a game that I will be purchasing. But everybody enjoy that. I did buy Monster Hunter here, so you may see some Monster Hunter content on here. I probably won't be doing that. I'll probably drop some scary games like Poppy Playtime or something. But nevertheless, I did want to get into the tournament. Now, sparking tournaments so far, it's literally just who can cheese the best. And that last tournament was no like different. It was literally a tournament to see who could cheese the hardest, and whoever cheesed the hardest won. And then I don't know why they decided it was a good idea for UI Goku to be in there, because that's literally the best zoner in the game, and all he's gonna do is zone. And we saw it. Whoever had UI Goku, which in this case it happened to be France, which is already known for cheesing, they got UI Goku and they won the entire thing because it's just the way the games are. Like they run really every Dragon Ball fighting anything. Like fighters, well, that's really it. Fighters, and sparking. Um, they got the dub because first of all, this game is like very, very unbalanced, of course. But UI Goku is just like to the point where it's ridiculous. Like UI Goku needs a nerf. Like you need to make it to where he can't keep doing what he's doing, and that would help the game out a lot. But I digress. The whole tournament was literally cheese run away, cheese run away, cheese run away, sparking, sparking, sparking. Like it was kind of like watchable. Like I watched the last fight, yes, to see who would win, but I mean I knew in my heart of hearts that UI Goku was taking the chip. I mean, no one's gonna beat UI Goku, honestly. Um, there's no character better than him. I'm fighting a Whis right now. Whis can't do what UI Goku can, and that's the problem. People say, "Oh yeah, Whis is just as good as UI Goku," and he's just really not. Like he's not as good at all. Like Whis, yes, he can heal, but look, the difference between him and Whis, with Whis, he can't blast you to death with Ki Blast. But this this character, this UI Goku, like UI Goku's, of course. I mean, I'm not saying make him bad. He would still be good without his air palm. But the fact that you can spam the air palms, it just ruins everything. And the like every other character in the game, you cannot continuously throw charge Ki Blast. UI Goku's air palm is a charge Ki Blast, and they just don't care. Like you could just keep doing it, and that looping, it's just ridiculous. Like it's the worst. And really, this turned into I hate UI Goku rather than talking about the tournament as a whole. I mean, there was a lot of good players. I feel like there was a lot of people who like got cheesed out of the tournament who deserved to win over whoever had UI Goku. I'm gonna put it like that. Um, UI Goku is the only one who can do what he does. Yes, there's cheese with Gogeta. The shotgun is ridiculous. Um, but no one can do it like UI Goku. If you go sparking with UI Goku, your enemy is cooked, basically. I mean, and now all you see online is like cheesers with UI Goku. Now, this guy, I fought him earlier. He just kind of punches and doesn't think. But I'm also playing with a character that punches really slow. And that's another thing. Like when you punch really slow, they can do that. UI Goku can immediately do that. He doesn't get punished for pressing his attack in the wrong direction because I blocked it perfectly because he's UI Goku. And then it's like I don't know, it's really hard to get a hit in like when you're fighting UI Goku. I could beat this guy easily with another character, but when you're using like these slow characters like Broly or Garlic Jr., Bojack, stuff like that, it's really hard to beat these people because you can just I mean that's why everybody goes for the back now. You see how there's just way too many defensive options. I'll give y'all that. Like people who complain about the sparking, I'll give y'all that. There's way too many defensive options on this game and not enough offensive options in my opinion. Now we added in the perception, which is I mean I guess it's whatever, but it's just like I don't know. This the game could be so much better, and I understand like why we're complaining about it. Well, y'all are complaining about it. I really don't. I mean, I'm just playing the game for what it is, but I see why y'all would want like changes in the game because it's not like something that's. Wait, hold on. Let me lock in. All right, this should hit. Yeah, it hits. All right. Well, I'm gonna lose this one probably. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really a Broly main to be for real. And then that just sealed the deal. That was ridiculous, but nevertheless, I just kind of wanted to talk about basically everything that transpired here over the last few days. Um, I still enjoy the game. I'm still gonna keep playing Sparking. Um, there's nothing that's gonna make me stop. It's really just like my favorite game to play. If I want to just sit here and not have to think about anything. Now, I did buy another game, so we'll see. I mean, I have plenty of games to play right now, so I might give this one a break. But I've been playing this game for a while. I don't see how it could get worse in this instance unless they, for some, like, I. The only thing that would make me quit this game is if I see that they buff UI Goku in any way. If they buff him or like Key Blast in general. Like I really wish they would just stop Key Blast. Like Key Blasts are ridiculous. Like they need to do something about Key Blast and Charge Key Blast for the higher tier characters. Charge Key Blasts are ridiculous. Um, they also need to make it to where after image, and you'll probably see in this game right here because I'm fighting this Vegeta. I fought him earlier. All he does is just continuously spam after image, and whenever you super counter him, it doesn't matter. He just goes behind you. So this game is ridiculous in that aspect. To my knowledge, It's not too hard to get rid of it, but it's just like these aggressive players that continue to press buttons. It's hard to deal with them. And it look like we just started the match and he's already got enough to cheese me. And then you got the people who run around and run away and stuff. I'm gonna probably key blast this guy to death, honestly, if I do win this one. Like right now, he's choosing to fight, which is not a good idea because he knows he needs that. Well, actually, he's not a bad player. I mean, let me put it like that. He's not a bad player, but he's already got on the um the after image. And then look, when you do after image, you super counter. It doesn't matter. They go behind you. I super countered this guy 3 times in like 5 seconds, and he still had no recourse for it, which is kind of stupid. This game is kind of dumb in that aspect. But I don't know. Nevertheless, I'm trying my best to. I'm about to I'm about to do what everybody does to me. I'm gonna run away if I can get free. This is what I'm talking about. All the free damage, and then I finally get free. Now I get to do damage. Now it's my turn. Not for long though. And he's gonna put it back on. There's nothing I can do about it. Yep, I'm gonna go up here. I can't do anything about this. I think I just lose. Yep, Vegito does too much damage. I just lose. Wait, I might win this. Hold on. I won. Okay, I ended up winning. He just sold, honestly. But yeah, after image needs a nerf again. Like, well, at least with this character, I don't care if you make it like it doesn't apply to the other characters, but Vegito, you can't give him after image and then let people just do what they're doing. Like you literally turn your brain off after you turn it on, and that's like one thing we need less of. Same thing with everything that UI embodies is brainless gameplay. He dodges for you, unlimited loops, and he's just a stupid character. He has long good combos. He punches very very fast. He's just a busted character, and they need to do something about it. Honestly, um, in my opinion, I don't think Sparking Zero as a whole is broken. There's just like some things that they can tweak here and there. And those that were complaining about Sparking Zero not being finished on release, and then saying that Bleach is a great game, I don't understand. Like where, like what's your state of mind? Like how does that make any sense to you? You you see the game. The game is literally two characters fighting in a slideshow, aside from the story, and it's just zone central. Who can zone the best? And then some characters with cheese cheap moves that people complain about all day. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna shit on Bleach too much. I know some people like Bleach, and I definitely don't enjoy when people shit on my Sparking Zero game here. So I'm not gonna get too far into that. But yeah, like the tournament just shows everything wrong with the game, and they're just gonna continue to show everything wrong with the game. And it's not like honestly at this point with Bandai seeing this, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a different game when the next tournament comes around." I'm like, no, it's really not because you didn't do anything to UI Goku. Now, like there of course there was other cheese like Yajirobe and we had that other well Whis. Whis was ridiculous with the heels when the Blastox used to go up as fast as they did, but now that's kind of toned down. I mean, yeah, he can get a couple heals off on you, but that's fine. And then yeah, just toning that down in general was fun. Losing a timeout is horrible, so I'm glad they fixed that, but they need to work on UI Goku. Like something has to happen. They need to touch him bad. Like they need to beat him viciously because he's ridiculous. Like why play anyone else? And then you see people online, they're UI Goku one trick because why would you play anyone else? No one's gonna be close to that skill set that he has. He just has too much. So I mean, yeah, I would recommend them doing something to UI Goku. Will they do something to him? I don't know. I mean, the DLC's coming here in April. We have what like 8 days left in this month, so hopefully, I'm just hopeful that they'll do something to fix that. But if not, then it is what it is. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me here. Probably later on this week, I will either drop some Monster Hunter gameplay or Poppy playtime. I'm like 70-30 on the two, 70 Poppy, 30% Monster Hunter. Because I don't know much about Monster Hunter. This will probably be my first one that I'm going to be playing, but I digress. We're going to end the video here. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and peace.